Jesse Ventura, the pro wrestler turned politician, is celebrating a courtroom victory this morning. But some critics say the fight over a best-selling book hurt the deceased author and his family. We'll talk with the former governor in just a moment. A Minnesota jury decided Tuesday that a fellow Navy SEAL veteran damaged Ventura's reputation. Chris Kyle was regarded as the deadliest military sniper in U.S. history. He wrote in his best-selling 2012 book that he punched out a celebrity inside a California bar back in 2006. Kyle's book, American Sniper, called the man Scruffface and said he was, quote, running his mouth about the Iraq War. Kyle said the man took a swing at him, and after that, Scruffface ended up on the floor. But in promotional interviews, Chris Kyle identified the man he slugged as Jesse Ventura. Ventura was in town for a Navy graduation, but says the incident never happened. In 2012, shortly after the book was published, a pro wrestler and former governor of Minnesota filed a defamation lawsuit against the author. Kyle was shot and killed by a fellow veteran on a Texas gun range in 2013, but the high-profile lawsuit continued. In videotaped testimony taken before his death, Kyle said his story was accurate. The federal jury deliberated for 6 days, and on Tuesday awarded Ventura close to $2 million. His attorney said the case was about Ventura's reputation.
It is a victory in a sense that the jury did tell the world Chris Kyle's story is a lie and it was a fabrication.
Former Governor Ventura joins us from Minneapolis for an interview you'll see first on CBS This Morning. Good morning, Governor.
Good morning.
So your attorney said that there are no winners here, and the question then is, why pursue this lawsuit?
Well, you pursue a lawsuit for the truth. I would have been a big-time loser had I not pursued the lawsuit, because the lawsuit, the whole story was fabricated. I was accused of treason, which in the military is the death penalty. I would think that would be enough to inspire anyone to seek the truth. And the bottom line is it never happened, and that's all we were seeking. And, you know, let's be clear on something. Taya Kyle had all her attorney fees paid by insurance. I did not. I incurred 2.5 years of insurance, or of 2.5 years of lawyer fees that I have to pay to clear my name. And she had insurance paying everything for her.
Some suggest, that, Jesse, that you may have damaged your reputation by pursuing a lawsuit against the widow.
Well, if seeking the truth damages you, then we live in a pretty sorry world, don't we? When the truth can hurt you, and the truth came out, it never occurred, and that's all I sought from it. And I'm already damaged. I can't go to a SEAL reunion anymore. That was the one place where I always felt safe. I can't go there anymore. I'd be looking over my shoulder now, wondering who's going to come after me next. And so don't think I come out of this unscathed. All I wanted to do was clear my name, and it has nothing to do with a widow or anything like that. It was me against an insurance company.
Mrs. Kyle also says, Jesse Ventura, that the truth is the truth. She does not think you're telling the truth. She says, I'm never out of this fight. Do you have any plans to reach out to her?
No, I don't. You're not supposed to talk to the other side. And and she can say what she wants. There wasn't one witness that saw me get hit.
Does it bother you that you might have won the case, but you were certainly getting hammered in the court of public opinion?
I'm not getting hammered in the court of public opinion. People are walking up to me every day and shaking my hand. There's no public. How am I getting hammered in the court of public opinion? Because I sought the truth? The truth gets you hammered in the court of public opinion? Well, if the truth does that, I'll happily accept it, because I believe in the truth, and I still do today.
Why do you go ahead?
Chris Kyle was a Navy SEAL.
Was I.
Yes, he served his country. His wife is a widow. There are 2 children, a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. The estate has to pay out now this over $1 million in fees. What are you going to do with the money?
Pay my lawyers. Again, like I said, I didn't have an insurance company paying the freight for me. I had to pay my own. And, it's unfortunate, but the jury rendered that decision. Jesse Ventura did not render how and why the money would be paid. That came from a jury, not from me. So if you're going to question the money, question the jury. They made that decision. Governor Jesse Ventura did not.
You were in a bar with Chris Kyle, and you two did get in an argument, correct?
No, we did not. No, we did not. I have no recollection of Chris Kyle until June of 2012 at the first preliminary settlement hearing. Did I meet him? Probably. I meet 40, 50 people a night out there. We had pictures. I posed for pictures. There's no hostility whatsoever in any of the photos that were submitted in court, as well as we have pictures the next day of me. I'm on blood thinners. If I get hit, I bleed. I can't even shave with a bladed razor. I have to use electric. You're telling me if this guy, and I'm 255 pounds, if he'd have hit me, there wouldn't have been a mark on me and knocked me down? I think so.
Why do you think Chris Kyle said this?
Well, it sells. I don't know. It's called a sea story. In the Navy, it happens all the time. One sailor lies to another sailor. That second sailor then tells the story 3 more times, and all of a sudden the sea story becomes the truth. And that's what you had here. They were drunk, they were drinking heavily, and it was just a story that happened in another bar and erupted 6 years later.
Okay, do you plan to take further action? That's the last question.
Well, I plan to visit HarperCollins. They published the book and did no due diligence to find out if the story was true.
All right.
Governor Jesse Ventura, thank you so much.
Thank you.